connect, collaborate, differentiate. Now, I request our Director General, Dr. Guru Prasad Murthy, to share his thoughts on the summit.
Thank you. I'll take about 15 minutes maximum, though your timetable says 5 minutes. I told Dr. Oak. First of all, thoughts on summit. I thought I will present my thoughts on the theme of the summit, but since the title says thoughts on summit, I'll tell you very briefly. At Bedekar Institute of Management, we are committed to deliver as promised. First of all, the MMS syllabus for the 2-year full-time MMS degree course, and also for the second-year PGDM course. Second, we are committed to deliver state-of-the-art syllabus. Summit is one platform through which you can improve what you study in the class and make yourself as state-of-the-art as possible. Our annual seminars and workshops are on one theme, and they are discussed throughout the year through various platforms and through various media. But the summits are in functional areas of management, directly relate to the syllabus, and there are 5 such summits providing opportunities to teachers as well as students to develop their personality in always managing the event, sharing a few thoughts, developing certain new lateral thoughts on the theme, and so on. So that's the thought on the summit. So try to enjoy the summits as part of something which is over and above your classroom, capped by our annual workshop as well as the seminar. The purpose of the MMS course, 2-year full-time degree course, is not only employment. It is first to make you state-of-the-art. Second is to give you lifelong learning skills. That's what the University of Bombay has gone on record to say. Last but not the least, but nevertheless not most important, is employability. All the 3 have to be seen one in relation to the other. Please remember this. We are very clear about the objectives, and hence that is a thought on the summit. Now coming to the theme of the summit, come straight to advertisement. As students of advertisements, you know, it's a medium of communication to create what you call in your lingo as IDA, awareness, interest, desire, and action. Now what do advertisements articulate? Companies' policies, maybe a sales promotion and therefore special discounts for limited period. Other policies, buy 2 get 1 free, and so on and so forth. Product or brand, there could be a rational appeal why you should buy the product. There could also be an emotional appeal. Company's image getting projected. Functionality of product or service to guide purchase decisions. And now through various websites you have product reviews. Ad should present a true and fair picture of the product, particularly in a country where you have a mass population, not all of them educated. Advertisements tend to mislead sometimes the customer in a direction which may not be correct. Or they may tell you something which is not okay, and that's why our friend is here to tell us how advertisement, that body, protects the interest of the consumer and of course the producer. Ads should not promote fake, false and frivolous features of a product or service. The best way to understand is to go through a few ads. Now we have social ads. At one time, education of the farmers for use of fertilizers took place through Fertilizer Corporation of India, now known as Rashtra Chemicals and Fertilizers. You have several advertisements on family planning, empowerment of women. At one time, population, there was a separate ministry for population because we were producing 55,000 babies between sunrise and sunset. And we were adding one Punjab or one Australia every year. That's how the population was being defined. And therefore, there was a separate ministry for population control. The very first minister, I think, was Dr. Chandrasekhar, a doctor. So a lot of advertisements and propaganda as to why the women's health should be protected and why we should have limited number of children. Now today it's the other way around. People don't want to have 2. Hum do hamare ke do is replaced by just 1 maybe. And in time to come, things may change further. And then income tax, for various reasons, there are advertisements. I will show you one of them. Then you have commercial ads, purely commercial, oriented to buying of the product, sales promotion, top line, and possibly bottom line. and combination of commercials and social. Sometimes a commercial ad gives a very powerful social message, and then the social message helps to boost the sales of the product. Can you come here and show? 1 minute. Now there is another legal angle to this. As students of management, you know what's a prospectus. Prospectus of a company is an advertisement under section 2(36) of Companies Act. Prospectus shall not contain misstatements. Misstatement means leading in form and content and includes suppression of facts and suggesting falsehood. In legal language, suppressio veri and suggestio falsi. You suppress facts and you suggest false things. Both are illegal. If statements in prospectus are misleading, civil and criminal liabilities follow under the Companies Act. So as students in finance department, if you think that you can just make any statement or pull a fast one, then it becomes illegal. And there are several cases in the court on account of this. You have the late Harshad Mehta who used a different ploy. He published an article in the Economic Times central page. I don't know whether that was paid for or it was a honorary space given. He was known as a big bull. He wanted to project the ACC share and push it from 200 rupees. His target price was 10,000 rupees. He pushed it up to 9,000 rupees, a 4,400% rise in early 92. Target was 10,000. He used a replacement cost theory which is absurd for purposes of pushing up a share price. Nevertheless, everybody believed what came in that article, and whatever was being taught in business schools was regarded as something which was nonsense. But people did not know there was a hidden agenda behind this. He said older companies should be valued on the basis of the opportunity cost principle. His idea was to say ACC, because of an old plant, could give you a return on investment which tends to infinity, and therefore share prices should be skyrocketing. And Gujarat Ambuja, which was a relatively new one, will not be able to produce as much return on investment as ACC. That was the ploy that was used at that time. Now, illicit methods of manipulating the stock market were exposed on 23rd April 92 by Srichuta Dalal. The rest of it is history. So this is another kind of ploy which exists in advertisements, which come not in the form of a commercial or social ad, in the form of central page article, which is a planted story. We have this famous ad, the first ad which came in 60 when we started studying advertising. Maharaja, which means you get royal treatment on Air India. But very unfortunately, the kind of treatment that you get in Air India is contrary. There is nothing wrong with the theme. The theme is very good, and at that time it was regarded as one of the finest ads in the 60s. Air India product is not at all bad. It is fine-tuned to customers' requirements, Indian customers' requirements. I used to work for an airline, Emirates Airlines, and I have traveled by Air India several times on different routes. The product is very functional, okay, customized to meet the requirements of an Indian taste. Nevertheless, delivery is very poor. Quality of delivery is like a railway station. People they sell coffee and tea. In a similar way, on board the aircraft, sometimes the crew manage and behave the crowd. Apart from that, the most important thing in the airline is the reliability. But for your information, Air India uses its aircraft for 29 years. The aircraft which is used by Singapore Airlines is only for 5 years, because they sell it off when it is fairly new and get a high price. Average usage of the aircraft in airline business is around 12 to 13 years. That's why recently you must have read in the newspapers, 3 airports have banned the Indian aircrafts from landing into their airports because of the lack of reliability. So here is a powerful message of a royal Maharaja treatment that you are going to get in an airline treatment, and what happens is exactly opposite. And reliability being the most important thing suffers. Here is a Government of India ad, which is purely a social message protecting the citizens against non-compliance.
स्विट्जरलैंड की ट्रिप प्लान कर रहे हो ना?
एडवांस टैक्स पे कर रहा हूँ, अभी तंग मत करो।
तुम घुसे रहो इन कागजों में। गुप्ता जी को देखो, हर साल विद फैमिली अब्रॉड ट्रिप के लिए चले जाते हैं। 4 गाड़ियां हैं। हाल ही में एक नया फार्म हाउस भी खरीदा। इससे कहते हैं थॉट से जीना।
Income tax rate.
मेरे पैसे।
हाय मेरे गहने।
काश हमने सही टैक्स भरा होता।
ऐसी ठाक चाहिए थी।
नहीं नहीं, इस सब से तो मुझे बहुत डर लगता है।
सही टैक्स सही वक्त से भरे, बेफिक्री से जिए और देश की उन्नति में भागीदार बने।
अब ट्रिप की बात करेंगे।
The important message here is, according to the provisions of Income Tax Act, you have to pay advance tax on 15th September, 15th December, and third installment 15th March. If you don't comply with, penal provisions follow, apart from other liabilities, if any, depending on the seriousness of the non-compliance. So this is a purely social ad to protect the citizens. Of course, this is advertisement for 15th March. Purpose of the advance tax historically is to protect the exchequer against inflation. The revenue must come in much as you earn. It is known as pay as you earn, introduced by the British government, and then Indians followed. There is a commercial ad with
अरे बॉस,
powerful social.
आप सो क्यों रहे? हेलो मैम,
हेलो।
आप सो क्यों नहीं है? आप चाय पीजिए, हाँ? चाय पी के तो जग जाएंगे बस।
आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या है? What's the problem?
अरे ये भी सो रहे हैं। आप सो रहे हैं सर? आप सो रहे हैं कि चाय पिलाओ प्लीज? चाय
क्या चाय लगा रखा है?
चाय। अरे ये भी सो रहे हैं, ये भी सो रहे हैं।
आज छुट्टी का दिन है, हम लोग पिक्चर
देखने आए हैं। सबको चाय पिलाओ। वेकअप टाइम, वेकअप टाइम।
आई एम नॉट स्लीपिंग, ओके?
इलेक्शन के दिन अगर आप वोट नहीं कर रहे हो तो आप सो रहे हो। जागोरी.com पे जाइए, वोटिंग के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
अगर आप सोएंगे तो ये देश कैसे जागेगा? टाटा टी।
Tata tea and elections have nothing to do with each other. Nevertheless, this clicked very beautifully. The message is about voting, all right. I mean, it also indirectly now talks about the 49% thing. That's all right. The lady was being interviewed, but that was not the message. This advertisement was also shown to us at the Confederation of Indian Industry 2 years back, when I think this was done by Madison Avenue. Sam Balsara, his daughter, had come to make a presentation, and they said that this clicked and people liked the advertisement. The product and the social message had nothing to do with each other. Tata Tea sales is not motivated by asking people to go and stand in the queue and vote. Nevertheless, the very good alliance between the message and the product. Fine. The next one is also on Tata Tea, another kind of jagore against another social malaise in this country. Very serious malaise.
हर दिन स्कैम घोटाला, खत्म हो गया देश। फिनिश्ड। अरे चाय पिला दो यार।
2 मिनट।
थोड़ा जल्दी कर दो मैडम।
देखो।
क्या पानी उबल रहा है?
हाँ, और जब उबलेगा तभी तो आएगा इसमें जोश, दम, बढ़ेगी मिठास और फिर बदलेगा रंग।
ओए होए, चाय ऐसे बनती है?
देश ऐसे बनता है। देश उबल रहा है, आएगा जोश, दम, मिठास, बदलेगा देश का रंग। चाय पी, सोच बदले।
टाटा टी एक 25 साल का ब्रांड सलाम करता है एक 64 साल के ब्रांड इंडिया को।
Again, Tata Tea and corruption have nothing to do each other. Nevertheless, the happy alliance again between the commercial aspect, the top line of the company, as well as a social message. Very powerful message. I don't know about this. I think when the next speaker will tell us. Pure commercial ad.
Here comes Rahul to bowl to Suresh. Doesn't appeal for leg before. No response from Steve Buckner. It's a beautiful afternoon. In comes a lot of Cambridge.
I don't know whether such ads really do what they promise, and whether systematically the glow of the face and the skin can undergo the kind of change that is projected here. And nowadays even male creams are being advertised. Shah Rukh Khan is the brand ambassador. And whether nature's pigmentation can undergo such a radical change in such a short time, in such a systematic manner, with the face assuming different formats to reach its final glow, I am very doubtful. So this is a big question mark, and I think it may spoil the original beauty also as it stands. So it depends. I mean, I don't know what's the take on this, what's the experience of the girls who are using this Fair and Lovely cream. But the experience of many males using the cream which Shah Rukh Khan is advocated has been very negative. I don't think it really serves the purpose. The wrinkles and the other age-driven ailments cannot be altered except through perhaps major surgeries which some of the film stars go. And even in those cases, the original nose is distorted. And sometimes you feel that the original was better than the formatted. There is a beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Now here's an interesting ad, which is not so pleasant to watch.
3 centimeters FSD, multifunction on-screen display, 30-channel preset memory, 2-way twin-angular 4-speaker system, electronic. When Onida performs, everybody goes speechless. Onida, neighbor's envy, owner's pride.
This was in 80s when Onida was at its peak, before liberalization. I knew the owner of this and I told him, the TV is very good. I have an Onida TV at home. I had an Onida then. However, your ad is not so good. And why can't you make it more pleasant? And there was one eminent chartered accountant who is now in Wellinger, Mr. Kanudoshi. He is on the board, I think, or he's an advisor there. They discussed this at length and they found that because it's an ad which is not so pleasant, it's an ugly ad, let us say, with the devil being shown with 2 horns, the recall value of that advertisement is very high. The recall value is high because of the nature of the advertisement, and therefore they said this ad, it has clicked in the market. A product also clicked, of course. Product was extremely good at that time. So it's not always that you should show a beautiful model in order that the product should click. There are ads of this type where recall values are very high. This is one which I have discussed with several doctors, including our learned Dr. Kekar on medical chemistry.
पता है मैं ना रोज उसे 2 ग्लास दूध देती हूँ.
वेरी गुड. पर कैल्शियम के लिए क्या करती हो? अभी तो बताया दूध देती हूँ. अच्छा. और कैल्शियम के लिए क्या करती हो? दूध देती हूँ. नहीं कैल्शियम. दूध. अरे बाबा दूध तो देती हो, पर दूध का कैल्शियम उसको मिलता है या नहीं? मतलब?
दूध के कैल्शियम को ऑब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए चाहिए विटामिन डी. पेश है विटामिन डी युक्त नया बोर्नवीटा. ये बढ़ाए दूध की शक्ति.
तुझे तो बहुत कुछ पता है. मेरे साथ रहोगे तो धीरे-धीरे सब सीख जाओगे.
According to doctors, calcium.
पता है मैं ना रोज उसे 2 ग्लास दूध.
According to doctors, milk is a personification of calcium, and calcium means milk. They are synonymous. Technically speaking, you don't need a catalytic like Bonvita to let the body enjoy the benefits of calcium. Milk is calcium per se, and calcium is milk. What they are trying to do to promote sales and tell us that calcium, benefit of calcium can come only if you take Bonvita. Now this is something which is difficult to digest. In fact, I wanted to write to the company, but somehow I found that already on the site there were many people congratulating the company for having given them this knowledge that Bonvita is required in order to take calcium. So I said that let me not get in, because I had taken the opinion of doctors from different quarters in Bombay. I had also discussed this with Dr. Kekar. And I mean, this kind of ad, they tend to mislead. They tend to make you believe something which is not true. And if you're learned enough to understand what they are saying and they're saying nonsense, then you feel very sorry about it. Last one.
यस पापा, ये देखो मुझे अमेरिका जाने की फुल स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई. यस.
सच?
अरे ये क्या? आपकी आंखों में आंसू?
काफी दिनों से तुम्हें एक बात बतानी थी. आई एम सॉरी बेटी.
सॉरी किस लिए पापा?
आज मुझे बोलने दो. बेटी, दरअसल दूसरी बेटी मैं बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता था. बहुत दबाव था. एक पल के लिए तो मैं भी बातों में आ गया, मगर मुझे खुशी है मैंने कोई गलत कदम नहीं उठाया. आई एम सॉरी बेटी, मुझे माफ कर दो.
काश ऐसे ही हर माँ बाप दबाव में ना आए तो लाखों लड़कियां जन्म ले सकती हैं।
राष्ट्रीय ग्रामीण स्वास्थ्य मिशन द्वारा प्रायोजित।
Country where people do not still want male child, and Government of India advertisement is pure social message, and this is now a United Nations project for advertisement and saving the girl. The important thing as students of management is you can't be now as onlookers, you can't just blindly emulate or imbibe what an advertisement says. You have to examine the veracity of an ad. When you are managers in industry, you have a social responsibility. You have to speak the truth. That's what the last statement which was made by our previous speaker. He said that the advertisement should speak the truth. Now, to what extent the ads he showed spoke the truth, I don't want to debate here. But my successor, now next speaker, will tell us on various dimensions of what's true and fair and so on and so forth. But there's another aspect. If you see something which is inconsistent with what the reality is, or if a packet contains something less than what it should, or it claims something which is wrong, it becomes your duty to write to the company. There are classic examples, and Dr. Kerker had written recently to 2 companies about 6 months back, and he had some different experience with 2 companies. So rather than my narrating some of my experience, I would ask Dr. Kerker to just narrate those 2 experiences.
Just quickly, I think Hindustan Unilever is one of those companies which I wrote, and with some persuasion, and with telling them that they have a big brand to protect, they did change the label on their product. So that's one of the things. And the other thing is Sanofi Aventis, which is they have the product called Colaflex, which is for the bioactive collagen they sell. Each sachet is costing more than, I think, 50 rupees, and about 10 grams. And I wrote to Sanofi Aventis. It's more than about 3 months now. They said they have referred the matter to the regulatory affairs department in France, and they are going to get back to you. But you know, get back to me. I'm still following with Sanofi. I'm not going to leave them because they are not right on the label, and I'm quite convinced I've given them a better solution than that company can think of. So these are the 2 things. 2 companies, both multinationals, but behaved in 2 different ways. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. I leave it. I leave it unstructured because there are different dimensions to advertisement. You have been hearing about it since morning, and you have a role now as onlooker, as customers. See that you are not victims of advertisements, and when you become managers, see that you don't make others a victim of the ads that you are likely to release. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for showing few ads and sharing the insights. Moving ahead, I request our next speaker, Mr. Alan Colasso, to please occupy the seat on the dais. Mr. Alan Colasso, General Secretary of Advertising Standard Council of India. Okay. Secretary General of the Advertising Standard Council of India, who will express his thoughts on self-regulation and ethics in advertising. He has got an industrial experience of more than 35 years. He graduated in psychology from St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, and did his post-graduation in personal management and industrial relation from the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Though his experience has been mainly in the field of human resource management, where he was a general manager, human resource development of Aventis Pharma. His liaison on a regular basis with marketing, coupled with his post-graduation in management and his postgraduate diploma in mass communication, including advertising in Xavier Institute of Communication, has enabled him to play his role as the Secretary General of the Advertising Standard Council of India for more than 4.5 years. His role is challenging as he has to walk the tightrope between the advertisers, complainants, and the government. Here I present to you Mr. Alan Colasso. Over to you, sir.
You can hear me there? Okay. How many of you all have heard of ASCI, Advertising Standards Council of India? Okay, quite a few of you all. Okay, when do people come to ASCI? When there is a complaint. Okay, when there is some objection to a certain claim, false claim. Okay, so the claims have to be true, and claims have to be, as he said, not misleading. Can a claim be true and yet misleading? Example. Anything true and yet misleading? Okay, suppose you've seen this Manikchand ad. What is claim? No. It claims 300% more oxygen than water. 300% more oxygen. So when you see this ad, what will you say? What goes through your mind? You say 300% more oxygen. So if I take this water, I have 300% more oxygen, and I'll get a lot of josh. That oxygen will give me josh, and I'll become like Shah Rukh Khan. Won't that go through your mind? Now suppose, so it contains lots of oxygen. Now suppose I tell you that normal bottles contain 1% oxygen, and this bottle contains 3% oxygen. It is truthful and honest. 1 and is 300% of 1, correct? But does it contain lots of oxygen? No. So it is truthful and yet misleading. Okay, you take the Complan ad. You've seen a Complan ad? Can anyone describe? Okay, I'll describe. There's a young lady, she enters a mall. And when she enters a mall, she tells her son, why don't you pick up a health drink? So he says, Mama, which health drink? She says, any health drink, because all health drinks are the same. Then the Complan mother enters. And the Complan mother says, all health drinks are the same? No. And then she shows a Complan pack and says, when you buy any product, you see the first ingredient. Now what is the first ingredient in the Complan pack? Says milk solids. What does milk solids contain? Protein. What is protein helps in height development. So Complan will help in height development. Bonvita, they complain, saying the second item in our list of ingredients delivers what we promise. So how can you say only the first idea? Now the first item delivering what it promises is true for Complan. But is it true for all other plans? No. So it is misleading for other plans. So it can be truthful and honest and yet misleading. Okay. So one thing is claims are misleading. Any other things? Any other ideas where people come to ASCI? Any idea? Okay. A little silence, please. Okay. When you see any ad which is indecent.
Yeah. Yeah.
मिस्टर रणधीर मिस्टर लेटर।
बस आपकी एक चिट्ठी और अश्लील विज्ञापनों की छुट्टी लिखिए एडवर्टाइजिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया को।
So any indecent ad you can come to us. Any ad which promotes dangerous behavior.
अब आगे कैसे जाएंगे? No problem.
बस आपकी एक चिट्ठी और बच्चों को खतरनाक काम के लिए उकसाने वाले विज्ञापनों की छुट्टी लिखिए एडवर्टाइजिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया को।
Anybody study, so don't. And then there's a lot of overclaim. You know, as you have mentioned, overclaim. So you can see this.
क्या निराशा और असफलता के काले बादलों ने आपको घेर रखा है? पैसों को हाय बोलने से पहले ही बाय बोलना पड़ रहा है? तो घबराइए नहीं, अब अपनी किस्मत अपने हाथों से चमकाइए इन लकी फेंग शुई स्टोन्स के साथ। यकीन नहीं हो रहा है ना? तो चलिए पूछते हैं मिस्टर कपूर से।
मेरा बिजनेस बिल्कुल डाउन था। मैं बहुत डिप्रेशन फील करता था। शर्म के मारे मेरे अपने बच्चे मुझे अंकल बोलने लगे थे। फिर मेरे उस दोस्त ने मुझे लकी फेंग शुई स्टोन्स के बारे में बताया और फिर लेटर।
बस आपकी एक चिट्ठी और झूठे या गलत वादे करने वाले विज्ञापनों की छुट्टी लिखिए एडवर्टाइजिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया को।
Okay, you can come to us for any of the 4 reasons. The first reason is if an ad is not truthful and honest, and if it misleads you. Second, what does the first ad say which you saw? Yeah, anything which is indecent, then you can come to us too. Third, if it promotes dangerous behavior, then you can come to us. And fourth, that if it is unfair in competition. Now, what's the meaning of unfair in competition? Not fair in competition. What does it mean? No. What is not fair? Answer the question. What is not fair in competition? Okay. Now suppose I say, my product is the best. Can I say it? Yes. Provided? No. Provided you have solid scientific proof that your product is the best, then you can say it. Okay. Can I say my product is the best, but the other products are all kachra or rubbish? Can I say that? So, denigrating the other product is unfair in competition. Any other meaning of unfair in competition? Yeah, that is denigration. Any other meaning? You want a hint? Anu Malik. You cannot copy and paste. You have to be original in your approach, okay? So that's not being fair in competition. We are looking at ethics in advertising, the good, the bad and the ugly. What is ASCI? I'll just go through quickly through 5 minutes through this. It's a self-regulatory council. It's formed in 85. So it's good, more than 20, almost 28 years old. It comprises of a board of governors and a consumer complaints council. And the purpose of ASCI is to maintain and enhance public confidence in advertising. I'll come to each aspect of this. Now, India is not unique in self-regulation. There are more than 70 countries across the world which has self-regulation, and there are maybe about 10 or 15 other countries in the world which have regulation. For example, in China, when I joined, China wanted a code for regulation. So they wrote to ESA, the European Advertising Standard Alliance, and then ESA approached me and I gave them our code, and other countries also gave the code, and then ESA wrote to China saying that the 2 best codes in the world are the Brazilian code and the Indian code. So our code was given, so they have copied quite a lot of aspects of our code onto their code, but their implementation is not self-regulatory, is government controlled. Now what does it mean? It means like this. My counterpart in China was called by the government and asked, there are some ads which have come, some ads and programs which have come on TV which are not very complimentary to the government. So how did you allow it? How did you permit it? So he gave a reply, what he thought was the best reply. They did not like his reply, so they called him and they shot him dead. Quite drastic, no? All of you all are shocked, including me. Okay? What's the role of self-regulation? To educate, persuade, and to gain customers. In a judicial system, for example, you must have heard of the Pepsodent Colgate case. Now they have taken each other to court. At least Colgate has taken. Now you get an injunction against the ad. That may take, say, 1 day. But the case will go on for 12 years. But for us, we have what they call a fast track mechanism in which we can solve the whole case within 7 days. We have 4 categories of people. We have advertisers, we have ad agencies, we have media, and we have related sectors including business schools, etc. And our board of governors consists of 16 people, 4 from each category. So 4 are from advertisers, 4 from ad agencies, 4 from media, and 4 are from related sectors. So they come together and voluntarily comply with the code. So you have a board of directors, and then you have a consumer complaints councils. We have 2 CCCs now, 14 each. So we have civil society as well as industry. And we have a lot of experts in each field. So we have approximately 340 members, and though there may be 10,000 people in advertising line, but we have only 340. But our 340 members control 2/3 of the value of advertising released in India. So all the big players are our members. Okay, now for those who have brought paper to take notes, I would suggest that you take this down. One is, ads have to be, you just write truthful and honest. Second, they have to be decent. Third, they cannot promote unsafe products. And they have to ensure fairness in competition. So these 4 are the key things of the code. Truthful and honest, not misleading, decent, not promote unsafe products, and ensure fairness in competition. Okay, up till now, till I adjust this, any questions? Any questions? Yeah, tell me. You can give the mic. Yeah. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, you said that in the ad that you showed first, one ad might be disturbing to me, but it might not disturb the other people. So if I get this complaint to ASCII, how does ASCII regulate, how does it go?
Yeah, so it puts it before the Consumer Complaints Council, which consists of 14 members, 8 are from civil society, and they, in their collective wisdom, they will decide about the ad. There are 2 aspects. If the ad makes a claim, then it has to be done on a scientific basis, if it's a claim. But if it is a perception means whether it's decent or indecent. There may be an old fogey who may feel it is indecent, the younger generation may not feel it. So then they will take a collective decision. And I'll tell you what's the meaning of decency as we go on. Thank you. The first thing is ads have to be truthful and honest and not misleading.
खास ख्याल, और इसीलिए इन्हें पहनाती हूँ बैक्टीरिया सुरक्षित डॉलर किड्स केयर अंडरगारमेंट।
विशेष बैक्टीरिया सुरक्षित तकनीक से बना डॉलर किड्स केयर, जो बाहरी कीटाणुओं से दे खास सुरक्षा कवर।
इसमें बच्चा रहे बिल्कुल फिट।
डॉलर किड्स केयर अंडरगारमेंट।
मेरे बच्चे तो है बैक्टीरिया सुरक्षित, और आपके?
Okay, is it truthful or honest, or is it bullshit? Okay, why? It may be truthful and honest. I may have a vest which is chemically treated, which prevents bacteria. So, but still you are saying bullshit without going into detail. Okay, why do it? Who said bullshit? Okay, tell me why. Can give the
chemicals which would prevent growth of bacteria, but bacteria in course of time can become resistant to that chemical.
No. Show me something in the ad which shows that it is not true. Something, there's some picture. Let's give to him quickly. Something in the ad which shows it is not true.
Well, none of the doctors said it is not. Nothing is said about the doctor.
Show me what is in the ad. There's one scene in the ad which shows that it is not true. Okay, this is the last thing. Tell me.
So the parts which have been showed, which protects the garment protects the parts, those are not included. What the kid is wearing.
Okay, what happens is this. You have a vest, and the bacteria disappears from here. Now, is this connected to the vest? So how can it be true? So the complaint is that the germ protection needs to be substantiated, and the claim was not substantiated. We asked for scientific substantiation. Okay, we take the second ad.
मिसवाक? तुम्हें मिसवाक नहीं पता? हजारों सालों से आजमाया गया, कुदरती गुणों से भरपूर है मिसवाक। दांतों की पूरी सुरक्षा, दांतों में ताजगी दे मिसवाक। मसूड़ों के लिए अच्छा, दांतों में चमक लाए मिसवाक। यहाँ तक कि टाटर और कैविटी से भी बचाए मिसवाक। एक दो हो तो बताऊं, गुणों का खजाना है मिसवाक।
पेश है मिसवाक, जो दे दांतों को संपूर्ण सुरक्षा, कीटाणु, कैविटीज और टाटर से। चलिए आपको मिले मोती से चमकते दांत, स्वस्थ मजबूत मसूड़े और तरोताजा सांस।
क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में है इतना कुछ?
मिसवाक टूथपेस्ट।
The claim is it fights cavities and tartar, it treats gingivitis and provides long-lasting protection. These are the claims. So we asked Dabur for scientific proof. Now Dabur gave us scientific proof, and that was gone through a committee of experts, and they were able to substantiate the claim, and hence this ad was passed. Because now what type of scientific proof is asked? We asked for a double blind test. What is a blind test? Can anyone tell me? Pardon? Okay, a blind test is I have 4 soaps. I remove the brand name. I put it in 4 small vatis, and I give it to the lab, and they will say this is the best, second, third, this thing. So the identity as yours is thing. What is a double blind test? I have 4 soaps, but I give 5 soaps to the laboratory. The first soap and the fourth are the same, but the lab does not know it. And if the lab gives different results for the first and the fourth, then the whole test is rejected.
आयुष पोषक शैम्पू की बूंद बूंद में है आयुर्वेद की शक्ति। यष्टि मधु, भृंगराज और आंवला का पोषण, यानी अब तेल की जरूरत नहीं।
नया आयुष पोषक शैम्पू, अब तेल की क्या जरूरत?
What is the complaint? that the ad seeks to disparage the entire category of hair oils, but saying there is no need for oil since Ayush hair Poshak shampoo is used. Who do you think complained? All the hair oil companies, because 95% of Indians, we oil our hair, right? So, so we asked for scientific proof, and the scientific proof was given, but the level of proof did not satisfy our committee of experts. So we asked them to stop the ad. Now, has any other company learned from this? Is there any other company has a product which is very similar to this? Garnier, they say shampoo cum oil. They are not saying abhi tel ki kya zarurat hai. Okay? So you see how they position it differently.
Hi.
हुसैन
राजमा?
सुषमा
भूख लगी। चिकन अच्छा है। राजमा कहाँ है?
मतलब
इस प्लेट में तो चिकन है। देखो, ज्यादा तेल वाले खाने में थोड़ी महक रह ही जाती है। Try this.
विम लिक्विड तो फिर इस प्लेट पे क्यों? चिकन वाली कढ़ाई उस पे ट्राई करते हैं?
हाँ, बस एक बूंद।
एक बूंद?
अरे विम ड्रॉप में 10 गुना ज्यादा नींबू की शक्ति है। कड़ी से कड़ी चिकनाई को भी धो डालता है। तो फिर आज से 15 रुपए?
नया विम ड्रॉप।
Whether one drop. Okay, so we asked them for proof and they gave us scientific proof. Okay, and unfortunately they thought that I would not read the proof. The proof showed that one drop could clean a Chinaware plate. What did the ad say? A chicken kadai. So I told them three things: withdraw the ad, or change the ad to show it can clean a Chinaware plate, or go back to the laboratory and prove that it can clean a chicken kadai. So naturally they took the third option. So they went back to the laboratory and that whole process took them 3 months. So for 3 months they were not allowed to show the ad. After they gave the proof, then we allowed them to show the ad. Okay, now I'll tell you some inside story. There's one of our experts, he tried it and it did not work. And then he tried it using Scotch Brite and it worked. So he told them, why don't you say that works when used with Scotch Brite? So they turned around and asked, are we advertising Vim or are we advertising Scotch Brite? So since visually they showed that, we allowed it. Okay. Now what is the moral of the story? What is the lesson learned? HUL came up with a new product called Vim Gel. And with Vim Gel, they gave you Scotch Brite free because of this decision. You get a free Scotch Brite, so you will naturally use it and it will work. Chapter 2 is ads have to be decent. Okay. Now, please don't be very excited. I'm not going to show you many indecent ads. Okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
For those obsessed with music, Planet M.
Tchaikovsky. Beethoven.
So this is a complaint which we received. Is highly objectionable to show the man write the notations of such a great composer with his urine, and this is a vulgar sense of advertising. Now this complaint was upheld, and the definition of what is indecent comes in this decision. Anything which is likely to cause grave and widespread offense. So if a few people feel is indecent, doesn't make it indecent. But if it is likely to cause grave and widespread offense, then it is indecent.
धोबी कहाँ है? आज से मैं ही कपड़े लेने आऊंगी, निकालिए ना कपड़े।
Gen X Premium Briefs. Seriously X-rated.
That all incident. So that also is indecent. Okay. There's a girls like that come to take your clothes. Okay, this commercial had a lot of double meaning, and they asked to change the ad, to modify the ad. Chapter 3 is you cannot promote unsafe practices.
आखिरी थम्स अप खत्म। कुछ और लाती हूँ।
आखिरी थम्स अप वो क्या होता है?
Okay, there are two things about this ad. What is the problem with this ad? One is having stunts without a readable super. What is the super should say that these acts have been done by experts, please do not imitate. So not a readable the font size. So ASCI has now a code for supers. It should be at least 11 pixel size for at least 4-second duration. Okay, so any other problem with this ad? Yeah, the second problem is stealing. Okay. Now the super, you can tell them straight away, increase the size of the super and the processing. Now, how do you tell them about the stealing aspect? So I'm giving you 1 minute. You discuss with your neighbor as to how you tell the company to modify the ad regarding the stealing aspect. Your time starts now. Anybody with a solution? Anybody with a solution? Yeah.
He should stop near the truck and give the money to the person and then take the bottle.
Okay. How much? Yeah, it's a good idea. You stop the truck. So how long will that take? The stopping the truck and
3 seconds, 5 seconds, yeah.
5 seconds. 5 seconds costs about 5 lakhs each time. Okay. But anyway, this is one solution. Anybody else? Okay, a bottle, and before it falls on the ground, he catches it. Okay, that is the second solution. Yeah, anybody else? No. If it falls, you're not stealing from the thing. Okay, I'll tell you what I told them. I said, you write down there, these stunts have been done by Akshay Kumar, our brand ambassador. So if a brand ambassador takes his own product, is it stealing? No. How many people will understand this? I know all the intelligent students of Bedekar College will understand, but what about others? About 70% will understand. So what about 30%? So what I said, and then you add a 1 second scene in which he takes the bottle, gives a thumbs up sign to the driver, indicating to the driver that he has taken the bottle, and that phrase continues, these stunts are being done by Akshay Kumar, our brand ambassador. So the driver knows that he has taken the product. Okay, see this ad.
इस ओवर में अभी 3 गेंद बाकी है। इस विकेट पर पठान ट्रैवलिंग छोर से और ये आउट। हवा को चीरती हुई सीधे स्टंप को हार दिया और पूरे उत्साह के साथ बन रही है द ग्रेट इंडियन हडल, जो इस वक्त अलग अलग दिशाओं में गतिशील हो रही है, मानव विचारों का अमृत मंथन चल रहा हो। द ग्रेट इंडियन हडल पूरी दुनिया में, पूरे विश्व में एक जॉइंट फैमिली का प्रतीक सा बन गया है, जहां सभी खिलाड़ी एक साथ एकजुट होकर एकाग्रता के साथ बैटिंग करते हैं।
हीरो, एक और पेप्सी मिलेगा?
एक और विकेट मिलेगा?
होता विकेट और आउट।
ये प्यास है बड़ी।
Okay, what do you think of that? Good, bad, there's some mistake or some? Yeah, so very good. It is in violation of the government norm regarding child life. So you cannot show anything which goes against the law. Remember that guy in that ad in which he pisses in public? It goes against the Municipality Act. So that also you cannot show. So this goes under the Child Labour Prohibition and Registration Act of 86 and Rights of the Child of UNICEF. So they had to discontinue that.
कुछ ना तेरे बस में है, ना दीना अंत, जो आया वो जाएगा, कह गए साधो संत।
बोल तूने क्या देखा?
छोड़ दे, गूंगा है।
भाई साहब, आपका शिवलेश जो आया वो जाएगा। खुल गए तो भक्तों सेंटर फ्रेश चबाइए, दुकान पे लगाम लगाइए।
Ads. Okay, this was a complaint which we received. What do you think? What do you think in that sack? Whose body? But whose body was there? It was not mine anyway. But okay, the decision was this: the TVC portrayed a humorous situation and was not indicative of criminal intents, and so it was cleared. Okay. Chapter 4 is fairness and competition. This was the original. There has been a big fight between Tide and Rin. Okay. So this was the original complaint.
देश भर में चल रहा है रिन सफेदी चैलेंज और अब आप पहुंचा है दिल्ली शहर में। आप कौन सा पाउडर इस्तेमाल करती हैं? रिन सफेदी सबसे सफेद है।
मैं तो नहीं मानती।
तो आप लेंगी रिन चैलेंज।
क्यों नहीं?
अगर बाई चांस आप हार गई?
हारने का तो सवाल ही नहीं है।
ये रहा आपका पाउडर और ये रहा मेरा पाउडर। अगर इसे ये सफेदी कहती हैं तो बताइए इसे क्या कहेंगे?
मुझे यकीन नहीं हो रहा है।
अब आप क्या कहती हैं? देश भर में लाखों लोगों ने रिन चैलेंज लिया और सभी ने यह माना कि रिन सफेदी से सफेद।
The complaint received from and from the public as well is making derogatory claims against Tide and this thing. You've seen the morphing of the Tide this thing over there. So they had to withdraw. Okay. I'll just see if I can show you something else. Just give. In the meantime, I'll take any question now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
My name is Saurabh. Sir, there is an ad between the Hindu and the Times of India, where Hindu directly intimate the Times of India. You know, there is an ad. Hindu taken the ad that Hindu versus Times of India ad.
Yeah, both attacked each other.
The Hindu directly said that when they asked the questions.
Yeah, actually the whole incident began with the Times of India. Okay, and actually that was not fair in competition. So, but then Hindu countered them. But the Times did not complain. Why? Because they knew that the whole story was started by them. So, but that those are having a, see, there's a difference between having a dig. Here of course it was derogatory, but there's a difference between having a dig at the competition and derogating. I give you an example. You've seen the Pepsi, Coca-Cola ads throughout the world. There was even one ad of a hoarding in which outside the Coca-Cola office there was a big hoarding which says Coca-Cola 3rd floor. Means the 3rd floor of the building was the Coca-Cola office. Pepsi put a hoarding on top, Pepsi everywhere. So it is just a dig rather than this thing.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Sandeep Singh. What are the steps ASCII takes to prevent the ads before coming to public? In those they intimate the other brands.
I'm not answering. What is it?
What are the steps ASCII takes to prevent ads before they come to public? The ads which are intimating the other brands.
See, if it is intra-band rivalry, then we don't take preventive action. Okay, we don't take preventive action, but we monitor about 500,000 ads a year through an agency called ADEX. So we monitor quite a number of ads a year, 500,000.
Thank you, sir.
But if one brand, has a dig at another brand, normally the other brand, comes immediately to us. Okay, I'll show you few more ads.
नया पेरिस बटरस्कॉच इतना रिच इतना स्मूथ खाएगा तो पिघलेगा क्या नया पेरिस बटर स्कॉच चले निकाल आज का गले का चाल लेता है कुछ मार पंगा लेता है क्या भाई के साथ हाँ? खिला
शक्कर दूध मलाई नया न्यूट्री मेल्टर्स रियल बटरस्कॉच कैंडी
बात से तेरा हफ्ता बंद और ये चालू भाई
न्यूट्री मेल्टर्स खाओ पिघल जाओ
was that Paris butterscotch, they have copied Nutrien Melton's idea of plagiarism, and this is blatant plagiarism. But the committee felt that is not so. Now, there are certain actions in which you depict the goodness of your product. Now those actions are not copyrighted. You understood? I'll give you an example. Suppose I want to advertise a shampoo. Okay? If I want to advertise a shampoo, can you tell me how will I advertise? No, visually, you can, yeah. Visually, how will you, yeah, give the mic. Yeah. Yeah, a lady with a long, beautiful hair. But how will she show that her shampoo is really good?
She uses the shampoo and then she has a long, beautiful hair.
So,
Maybe pre and post usage effect of the product.
okay, one is, another thing is what most probably they do is, the lady goes along the beach and there is a gust of wind and she tosses her hair up and the hair falls very smoothly, and then you know that the shampoo really makes it free flowing and shiny and all that. So one advertiser did it that way. Second advertiser, this lady was acting in a play, in a drama, and you know, in this drama, this thing, you have these huge fans. So she was passing the fan and the fan blew into her face and her hair, and then she tossed her hair and the hair flowed like this, and they said, okay, they're tossing the hair and the hair flow, they have copied our idea. Can they say that? No, they can't say that. Okay, there's another thing called brand extension ads. What is a surrogate ad and what is a brand extension ad? Can anyone tell me? The definition of which products are banned, whose advertisements are banned in India? Alcohol and cigarettes, tobacco. Okay, they are banned in India. So, with regard to these products, what companies do, they have a product of the same brand name as the banned product and they advertise that. Okay? So, I will call out a few names and you will shout out whether it is a surrogate ad or a brand extension. Surrogate is banned. Brand extension is allowed. Okay? So keep this in mind. Kingfisher Airlines, surrogate or brand extension? Brand extension. Will's Lifestyle. McDowell's #1 soda. Half is saying brand extension, half is saying, who's saying surrogate? Okay, get one guy from surrogate and one from brand extension to say, you said brand extension? Why? Suppose I manufacture one soda and show that. चलता है क्या? Okay, suppose they don't show wine glass. They showed this McDowell's #1 soda.
Yeah, then it's brand extension. But that they show.
Okay, the government came out with a law as to what is surrogate and what is brand extension. So brand extension is the product so sold in the marketplace should be large enough to justify the cost of the ad. The product sold in the marketplace should be large enough to justify the cost of the ad. You think it's a good definition? Good or bad? All the advertisers felt bad. Why? Because they said, because we are not selling, we are advertising. So how can you say the product sold in the marketplace should be large enough to justify the cost? Because we are not selling, therefore we are advertising. So Government of India came to us and we gave them a definition saying, the product so distributed in the marketplace should be large enough to justify the cost of the ad. Suppose I have 5 lakh cases of McDowell's #1 soda and I may sell only 1 lakh, but 5 lakhs are distributed in the marketplace, and that is, I justify the cost of my ad is allowed. Okay, there's another issue over here. You see, over here, McDowell's signature. Is the name of the product mentioned anywhere? Is the name of the product mentioned anywhere? No. So then it is considered to be surrogate. Is this surrogate or brand extension? What is right on the top, right at the bottom on the right hand side? Bacardi, Raz, and below that? Music CDs. Is it surrogate? And there are enough music CDs in the marketplace to justify the cost of the ad. Is it brand extension or surrogate? It is surrogate. Why? Because they've said get delicious with the flavored mix. So can you get delicious with a music CD? Okay. So the phrase also is important. We have guidelines on food and beverages, and I'll show you one which has a, you all have heard of puffery? What is puffery? Puffery, you've heard of what puffery? Puffery is a thing which is so exaggerated that you really don't believe it, and it has a tinge of humor. But the basis of puffery has to be proved. We can have a look at this.
இன்னும் வளரவே இல்ல. உன்னை நீ கண்ணாடியில பார்த்ததே இல்லையா?
Now he is growing by the second. So this is totally puffery, which is okay.
ITC-யின் புதிய
It's an advertising technique which is allowed.
பாலின் சக்தி குழந்தைகளுக்கு தரும் அதிக வளர்ச்சி. போஷாக் நிறைவு குழந்தை வளர்ச்சியில் விரைவு. ITC-யின் சன்ஃபீஸ்ட் மில்கி மேஜிக் பிஸ்கெட்ஸ் ஆவின் பாலினால் தயாரிக்கப்பட்டது.
Okay, now though puffery is allowed, but the basis of puffery has to be proved, and the basis of puffery is here is that if you eat Sunfeast Milky Magic biscuits, you go taller, and they were not able to scientifically prove this. So this ad had to be stopped. Complan 2. Okay, now I'll show you.
வெற்றிகரமான ஆணுக்கு பின்னாடியும் சாரி முன்னாடியும் ஒரு தொப்பை. மெத்த தொப்பை, மீட்டிங் தொப்பை, போகுமா போகாதா இது டவுட் தொப்பை. அல்வா கூப்பிடுது. வேணாம் கூப்பிடாத. ஊப்ஸ் தொப்பை. அல்வா தொப்பை. 36, 38, 40 தொப்பை. தொப்பை வந்தாச்சு. கரையாத தொப்பை. இப்ப என்ன செய்ய போற? தொப்பை. மேடம், எல்லா தொப்பையும் உங்க கையில தான். யூஸ் நியூ சுப்ரீம் சன்ஃப்ளவர் தொப்பை கண்ட்ரோல் ஆயில். லோ கொலஸ்ட்ரால், லோ ஃபேட். அவர் தொப்பையை குறைங்களேன் ப்ளீஸ்.
Way to glory, provided you use this oil, and this can lead to obesity. So this complaint was upheld.
न्यू मैगी हेल्थी सूप इतना टेस्टी कि सब चुपचाप चैन से पिए और हेल्थी है तो मुझे भी चैन. Real vegetables, low cholesterol, low fat and no added MSG. Maggi soups for a happy heart and a happy family. New Maggi healthy soup. इससे heart रहे happy यानी कि taste भी health भी.
Okay, what is the claim? It claims that it is low in fat, low in cholesterol, helps the heart stay healthy, and no added MSG. So all these claims, they were able to substantiate these claims. Now, if you see the ad, on the top right-hand corner of the ad, there's a happy heart. There's a heart. Now, what does that indicate? That is good for the heart or is recommended by some heart association? Which was neither the case. So I called them and told them, you please remove the heart, okay? Because the other claims they were able to substantiate. Now all their ads are heartless, okay? Okay, you can complain to the ASCIIonline.org website, and we have a online complaint management system. I will now take questions. Yeah, anyone?
Sir, we had seen few ads like Swift and Indica, Colgate and Pepsodent. So, you know, the thing ASCII does that, pull back the ad after the ads are being broadcasted. But do we have some laws or regulation that before the ad goes in live, we can do something for that?
Yeah, we have what they call a system called copy advice. Means the person can come to us for advice whether the ad will sing a course. But such people will not come to us for advice if they know they are attacking the competition. Now, there are only 1 or 2 countries in the world which have what they call censorship with regard to ads. One is New Zealand. New Zealand has 300 ads a year. We have in India, we have 8 lakhs a year, of which ASCII monitors 5 lakhs.
So like I said, like question was the last question. This question is regards to the copies that Sprite has directly counter-attacking the Pepsi and the Coke in its initial ads. Mountain Dew is the best example, where they directly said that Mountain Dew, pointing towards the Mountain Dew. Is there any legal cases happens in these cases, or they just counter-attacking by advertising the other brands?
They are having a dig at the other brands. They are not denigrating the other brands, but sometimes it crosses that line of having a dig at and denigration. When it crosses that line, then people complain and we take action. Okay, there was, one, I told you that, Pepsi and Coke, Pepsi everywhere, okay. So that did not contravene, but I'll tell you another ad which contravened. There was a small boy, he goes to a vending machine and there's Coke and there's Pepsi. He puts 2 coins and gets Coke, 2 bottles of Coke, cans of Coke, he puts it on the ground, he stands on the cans and he becomes tall enough to reach the Pepsi, this thing, and then he gets the Pepsi. So by stamping on the Coke bottles, that is a visual depiction of denigration. So that complaint has been upheld. Even internationally it's been upheld. Anybody else?
I think what you dealt with is the products which are advertised in different domains. And what about products which are sold only to the websites? And what mechanism India has to control such products?
Alan, to just substantiate sir's question, you spoke about TV ads. Is there a mechanism to control the print ads?
Yeah. So our code applies to everything. The TV, the print, the hoardings and website. Now the only thing is this website thing, it becomes sometimes a little messy, especially YouTube. Both website as well as YouTube. I'll give you one, there was one case of Tata Decor. You heard of Tata Decor? That is that SUV. Okay, now this Tata Decord, which came on YouTube, showed this thing, this SUV doing a lot of dangerous stunts. So we were quite surprised from the House of Tatas this has come. So we wrote to Tatas and we asked them. And they told us we had a similar ad 3 years ago. So what this guy, brilliant guy did, he took that ad 3 years ago and he added 1 or 2 stunts, dangerous stunts, and put it on YouTube. So it was not their original ad of Tata's. But it was something morphed and, you know, added on. So that issue also comes in this thing. But you can complain on website also. There are a number of complaints of, you know, products or this thing which have come through the website, and we have upheld the complaint. Company website also is there. Our ACIS code is applicable. We have with regard to, okay, the FSSAI has this Food Safety Standards Authority of India has this mechanism. We have this thing with regard to only the ads, but the total product FSSAI handles. I hope you like the session.
One last question, just a curiosity. You said that there's a lot of controls on advertisement. Just you give so many examples about advertisements which are against and for. Have you come across in the last 6 years a complaint against an advertisement issued by a B school?
Yeah.
They make a lot of promises and then somebody has objected to that?
Yes. India's largest university, and they say, okay, if I say India's largest university, what does it mean? In terms of students, campuses, courses, in number of acres of land. So does it mean, that complaint was upheld? Anything else? Anybody else? Yes. That you don't have control of, but but I'll tell you what, when a person does a survey, then we also, they have to quote the survey, they have to quote the year, etc. So that precaution is taken. Now, number one, I'll just give you, I'm not saying this is not true. Number one, toothpaste recommended by dentists. Okay. Now it may be true, but they said number one toothpaste recommended by IDA. IDA is Indian Dental Association. So then I wrote to the Indian Dentist Association, how have you recommended this, and what study have you conducted, and show me the results of the study. Then only we accept. So we just don't take, what surveys or things for granted. Correct. Okay, if you are choosing your college, I mean your thing, there's one clue. Instead of looking at this thing, go to the placement office and find out the last 2 or 3 years what are the placements and average emoluments got. So that will give you some clue as to how effective that college is.
It was indeed a very enriching experience shared by such an adept personality like Mr. Alan Colasso. We are extremely grateful to you for showing your auspicious presence in the Marketing Summit. I would now kindly request Dr. Amit Oak to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Alan Colasso.